When you take a $29 knife and you apply a $20 professional mirror polished edge, does that give you a $49 knife? Well, guys, the answer is not if it's free. Stay with me and I'll tell you what. Hi gang, Rob here. It is the evening of 24 August 2013, coming to you with a knife review. Tonight, our subject is the Cold Steel Mini Tack Skinner blade. Interesting, isn't it? Well, let me answer the question. How does a $29 knife and a $20 sharpening job add up to a free knife? Well, in this case, because this is one of the prizes in my 1,000 subscriber contest. And I thought before I find a new owner for it and ship it off, I would share it with you all and tell you a little bit about it. This is a very small fixed blade from Cold Steel, made in Taiwan. In case you don't know it, home of some fairly expert craftsmen in the knife making trade. That's right. You guys never mistake Taiwanese knife makers for Chinese knife makers. Completely different ball game. Let's go over some particulars on this knife. We've got a blade length of 3 3/8 inches, handle length of 3 1/4, overall 6 5/8. Blade thickness is 2.5 millimeters, or about 100,000ths of an inch. Weight of the knife alone, 2.1 ounces, with its Securex sheath, aka plastic, made to look like Kydex. The whole package weighs 3.5 ounces. The steel choice for this one is Cold Steel's rather excellent AUS 8A, the annealed version of Japanese AUS 8 steel. Great performer. The handle scales, which are removable by the way, are, depending on where you look and when you bought it, either G10 or faux G10. That would mean fake. I thought they were G10, but I was reading some listings to get some stats today, and they may not be. No matter. It's a $29 knife. It is sort of designed, and they make about, I don't know, 25 different versions of this knife. This one is the Skinner pattern. There's one that's a Tonto, one they call a beaver tail, one that's a Kiradashi shape, which is really cool. And, you know, they're designed as sort of little neck knives, and, you know, pick your poison on blade shape, I guess. I kind of really gravitated toward the Skinner because of its functionality. You know, what a great little food prep knife, little camp knife. Lots of belly, great little slicer. It is hollow ground. I would say, though, not very thinly hollow ground. My standard bevel of 15 degrees per side secondary bevel and 20 micro bevel looks a little broad on this blade. I'm guessing it's 15 to 20 thousandths behind the edge. So not super thin. Pretty good little slicer. Interesting ergonomically. It's just a 3-finger grip, but there's a sub hilt. You're really kind of locked in, even though the jimping included is not super functional. Is it a last ditch defense knife? You bet it is. Look at the tip profile, guys. See how it's got that flat as the clip sweeps upward? That actually will slide along a membrane to skin game. I've tried it on a flat surface. You can set the knife thusly and just slide it right along, and the tip never digs. Pretty interesting little pattern, I thought. The finish on this blade is bead blasted, which might not be the best finish to put on OSA since it will actually rust. But it's okay in this application, I think. You're just going to wipe this knife off and stick it back in its sheath when you're done. I don't think corrosion is going to be a super big problem. Let's talk about this sheath for a second. It does come with a ball and chain for neck carry, which I hate. I think they're very uncomfortable. I either carry this with paracord around my neck or this little laced paracord loop system I put on. You can either use this for a horizontal carry or vertical carry, whichever side you want. Doesn't really matter. I've got it laced for right side vertical, either side, or left side horizontal, I guess, because I carry it horizontally. When I carry it, which I don't do a lot, I bought this knife and it's kind of set on the shelf, and it's kind of unfortunate because I think it's a great little value. A great little neck knife if you like neck knives. The whole package, I think, is well suited size-wise for a neck knife. You know, the knife is what, 6 5/8 inches overall, and then add another 3/8 of sheath hanging over. What do you have there? Well, you've got a 7-inch total package. Not too big for a neck knife, I don't think. How is that Securex sheath? Well, it's plastic made to look like Kydex. It holds the knife securely, I promise. No rattle. Knife's not coming out. I do have one complaint, however. It dulls the edge. If you're not real careful, I'm going to wipe this edge off. And I'm going to cut some more paper for you. And I bet it doesn't cut as cleanly as it did in the intro. Let's see. Let's see, there's a catch. It cut it, but it catches. Yeah, it nicks up the edge pretty well. Well, that looked a little better. I don't know. I've just noticed over the year or so that I've owned this knife that I can have a pretty good edge on it, and I take it in and out of the sheath a few times, and the edge just isn't quite there. I mean, I'm not talking horrible dulling. I'm talking, not phone book paper sharp anymore. But this knife is going to lose that razor edge pretty quickly under use anyway, and become a really good working edge for a long time, which is kind of what you hope for, don't you, in a $29 fixed blade? I hope this finds a good home who appreciates it. I think it's a pretty neat little knife for the money, and I think it could be useful in somebody's system. Is it the best small fixed blade knife in the world? No. Is it a really cool, really functional little knife for under 30 bucks, or free in this case? Yeah, you bet it is. Neat little blade. Good job, Lynn Thompson. I don't get to say that often enough. Hey guys, hope you're having a great weekend. That's all for tonight. Grace to you and peace from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. And remember, the word is sharp.